What's up? It's Cabe Sipes Custom Audio Reimagined with another car daily. So it is now Tuesday in the shop. Got back from vacation and we have our first vehicle in since vacation, and she is called the Big Purr. I'm not really sure, but that's what she's called. So we got the Big Purr in here. Jeep Wrangler, obviously. Also, apparently, somebody has died in the back seat. This is getting a full system in it. It's basically a redo from another shop. She went to another shop, had them replace the knee speakers with the pods that hold the 6.5s, and replace the sound bar with the pods that hold the 6.5s as well. Right off the bat, I'm noticing apparently they didn't use grills up there. Kind of odd. But she basically said she hates it. Sounds horrible. Even her 12-year-old kid thinks it sounds just terrible. So I really didn't understand why it sounded so bad, but it's just because the wrong equipment was used. They ended up using, you can see, they used Sundown Audio, which the Sundown Audio stuff's got a place. It's not bad, but it doesn't like to run off deck power either. So these Sundowns are running off of the factory radio, which is just not enough power to make them sound good or to even get them to perform any way they should. So we're going to be pulling them all out. We're pulling out everything, and we're going to full audio control build. Now this will be the first time I've got to use the audio control speakers as far as like their coaxials and everything, so I'm kind of stoked about the build. So we are going to go with the 600.1 sub amp. It's going to go underneath one seat. The 600.6, it's going to go underneath another seat. Audio control 6.5 inch coaxial, another 6.5 inch coaxial. Audio control, the audio control 3.5s for the dash. And then we have the wiring kits that's made specifically for the Jeeps for under the seat. So we have two, since we have two amplifiers, two 4-gauge kits. We also have the Amp Pro. So we have the Amp Pro interface that'll be tying it into the factory radio. And we have right here the seat, under the seat mounts. So these are the amp mounts that will go underneath the seat. And we also have the 12-inch audio control sub for the back door. Getting pretty much everything in here. That's all solid equipment, and everything was made for the Jeep. So that's what makes it nice, is the brackets will bracket right underneath the seats. They're gonna hold the amplifiers. The wiring is all made to length to be able to run. Comes with the mounts and everything for the fuses underneath the hood. It just makes it a very clean, simple, time-consuming, but nothing crazy install. The worst thing about the Wranglers is the knee speakers. Getting to those is absolutely ridiculous. Why Jeep did it the way they did it makes no sense to me. They basically built the entire dash around them. So it takes so much in labor just to get to those. And that's why a lot of people will choose not to do it. But if you do choose to do it, this is an example of why you want to do it right the first time. Because now I've got to go in there and pull all this back apart again to get to them. And you don't want to pull your dash and your car apart 50 times. Things are going to start getting loose, you start getting rattles, little buzzes, and starts to get a little annoying. But plastic will stretch, it'll shrink, it'll pull. A lot of things can happen. But that's what's going on. That's what's happening today. I'm going to start blowing this thing apart this morning. I'm going to get everything out of here, the dash, the sound bar. I got to take this top off probably just because it makes my life a lot easier. All this off and out of here, and then stack it up on the rack, on the baker's rack over there. Then I can start putting products in, make sure we're good, make sure everything we have is going to work. And that's it. That's how you do an install. So that's what I'm going to do. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'm Cabe Sipes. I'm sorry, I was reading this. I've never noticed this. I was reading this little JL badge. It's right here. I've never noticed one. Oh, so it shows how high you can take it with water. That's interesting. 30 inches at 5 miles an hour. So there you go, the more you know. don't go anything deeper than 30 inches. All right, I'm gonna get to work. Me and the big purr. Bye.